What is this? Well, actually, it's just a really cool journal. I have a thing for old-looking things, but I'm going to use it as an example. This is the start of a novel. This is at the beginning pages of your life's novel. Your life is a thick novel, and most of you are just right here, right beginning to rising point. The rising action of a plot never will get cut off in the middle. It will never stop just suddenly. It'll always introduce the characters, introduce events, introduce something that happens, and then there's the climax. And the climax in this case is when you are happy, you are calm, you are together, you don't give a crap what anyone else thinks. The climax is the point where you are happy. During the rising action, it doesn't stop suddenly. It's just the series. And you have to be here to reach the climax of the story. The characters are usually faced with difficult situations depending on the book you read, and they can be really hard for them. And yes, some of you are in those situations, but you have to remember that sorry, it's a book, and it's only beginning. It's not thick enough to be a complete novel yet. So don't you tell me that your book will be burnt or it'll be torn apart or something, because the book is bound in this magical seal. It can't be destroyed, and books need an ending to it. Not a sudden, quick ending either. Rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. I'm sure you've heard that enough from your teachers over the years. If you haven't, you're lucky. Maybe. I don't know. You're the one who holds the pen. In this case, you're the one writing down the words. And you can't stop. You are the main character. You can't just be a bystander on the sidewalk. You could in someone else's story, and you could make a huge difference in that story. But you're the main character in this one. You're important. The story can't go on without its main character. You use that I'm using that to try and get the people who are in really bad situations and just feel like they're nothing and nothing will ever go right, to understand that things always get better. And sometimes it'll take a long time. It can take 10 years, it could take 15, it could take 2 months. But it will happen. That climax point is your happy point. And it will always happen. You just have to keep holding on in order to find it. Don't stop the story. You don't run out of ink before the story is solved and has had every point covered on we called it like a hill. I'm bad with words, so I'm sorry if I rambled during this or repeated some things. But the main point is just hold on. Hold on. Don't let anyone stop you, because you're the main character. Main characters are important. Novels don't go on without them, and authors never will stop them right at the beginning of the novel. You are amazing. You are awesome. You are worth it. You deserve to be here. You deserve to have friends. Anyone who is telling you differently, push away. Just push them right away. because you don't need that. And obviously they're having a rough spot in their own novel, so don't switch it and start being the villain in theirs, but you can push them away. You can choose to get them away from you. Your book is bound together, and it can't fall apart just because somebody else is in it, or because you don't think you'll get to that climax, because you will. I can promise you that. And if you don't believe me, I guess you have to prove me to that point. You have to get to that climax and not let go before you get to that point. Main characters are there for a reason. Main characters, they are you guys. So hold on. People care. People love you. You will make a difference. You deserve these things. I love you. So keep holding in there. It'll be worth it. I promise.